You know about the recent movie that came out about the atomic bomb and World War II? Yeah, so the Pearl Harbor incident got USA into the war. But what if Japan never attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941? Pearl Harbor was the event that brought the United States into World War II after Japan launched a surprise attack on the US naval base in Hawaii, killing over 2,000 Americans and destroying much of the US Pacific Fleet. But what if Japan had decided not to attack Pearl Harbor? How could that have changed the course of the war in the world? There are many possible scenarios that could have happened, but we will focus on three of them. Japan could have avoided a war with the United States in a few ways. One option was for Japan to talk with the US instead of fighting. They could have discussed ending the sanctions and recognizing Japan's interest in China and Indochina. In return, Japan would have had to agree to limit its expansion and keep things as they were in Pacific. Japan could have also tried to make peace with China or at least not be so aggressive there. But there was a problem. See, in Japan, they were powerful military leaders who believed Japan should lead a group of Asian countries, and they thought war with the US was unavoidable. They felt that they had to attack the US before it got too strong. On the other side, the US was determined to defend democracy and human rights and stop Japan from taking over the other countries. Instead of attacking Pearl Harbor, Japan could have chosen to attack other places like the Soviet Union, Australia, or India. They might have thought it was a good idea to take advantage of the Soviet Union's troubles after it was invaded by Nazi Germany. Or maybe they wanted to distract British and Australian forces from fighting in Europe and Africa. They could have even tried to start a rebellion in India against British rule. But this plan might not have worked out because these countries and their friends would have put up a strong fight. Plus, Japan could have ended up making the United States angry anyway because the US had promised to help the countries fighting against Japan's allies. Before Pearl Harbor, Japan and the US had problems because they wanted different things in Asia and the Pacific. Japan needed things like oil from the Southeast Asia, but the US, along with other countries, put economic restrictions on Japan to make them leave China and Indochina. Japan felt threatened and attacked the US first. If Japan hadn't attacked Pearl Harbor, they might have gone after the Dutch East Indies instead to avoid fighting the US. But it might not have worked because the US wanted to protect the Philippines, which Japan was moving toward. So, even without Pearl Harbor, there could have been a war between Japan and the US just a bit later. Hey guys, if you like this video, then please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment on your opinions on the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.